Welcome to DMV Practice Test Pro, your ultimate coach to mastering the DMV test with confidence. Subscribe now and gear up for success. Visit our website for the complete California DMV cheat sheet, online practice tests, and a free road signs cheat sheet for guaranteed success in your DMV exam. Now, let's begin. Question 1.
Which lane must you be in before making a left turn from a one-way street? Option A, the lane nearest the left curb. Option B, the lane nearest the center of the street. Option C, the lane nearest the right curb. The correct answer is Option A, the lane nearest the left curb.
Question 2.
Stopping distances and the severity of collisions. Option A, decrease as a vehicle's speed increases. Option B, are not affected by a vehicle's speed. Option C, increase as a vehicle's speed increases. The correct answer is Option C, increase as a vehicle's speed increases.
Question 3.
Blocking an intersection during rush hour traffic is not permitted. Option A, unless you enter the intersection on a green light. Option B, under any circumstances, even if your light is green. Option C, unless you have the right-of-way or a green light. The correct answer is Option B, under any circumstances, even if your light is green.
Question 4.
On a freeway, you should look farther ahead than you would on a city street. Option A, in order to see potential hazards early. Option B, because it takes a quarter of a mile to stop your vehicle completely. Option C, because it helps you keep up with traffic. The correct answer is Option A, in order to see potential hazards early.
Question 5.
At an uncontrolled intersection, where you cannot see cross traffic until you are just about to enter the intersection, the speed limit is Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option A, 15 miles per hour.
Question 6.
If you come to an intersection controlled by a flashing yellow light, you must Option A, wait for the green light before proceeding. Option B, slow down and cross the intersection carefully. Option C, stop before crossing the intersection. The correct answer is Option B, slow down and cross the intersection carefully.
Question 7.
You are on the freeway and traffic is merging into your lane. You should Option A, make room for the merging traffic if possible. Option B, assert your right-of-way by driving faster. Option C, always maintain your position. The correct answer is Option A, make room for the merging traffic if possible.
Question 8.
The speed limit in any alley is Option A, 20 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option B, 15 miles per hour.
Question 9.
Excessive speed. Option A, does not increase the chance of a crash. Option B, increases your ability to react to a hazard. Option C, often leads to high-risk decision-making. The correct answer is Option C, often leads to high-risk decision-making.
Question 10.
Alcohol is Option A, a stimulant. Option B, an antihistamine. Option C, a depressant. The correct answer is Option C, a depressant.
Question 11.
You can drive off the road to pass another vehicle. Option A, if the vehicle ahead is turning left. Option B, if there are 2 or more lanes traveling in your direction. Option C, under no circumstances. The correct answer is Option C, under no circumstances.
Question 12.
Using a cell phone while operating a motor vehicle is considered a distraction because Option A, it causes the driver to be concerned about the cost of the call. Option B, it occupies the driver's hands, eyes, and mind. Option C, it is an activity that draws the attention of other drivers. The correct answer is Option B, it occupies the driver's hands, eyes, and mind.
Question 13.
Before you change lanes, you should check your mirrors and Option A, never look over your right shoulder. Option B, always slow down in your traffic lane. Option C, glance over your shoulder. The correct answer is Option C, glance over your shoulder.
Question 14.
Dim your headlights for oncoming vehicles or when you are within 300 feet of a vehicle. Option A, that you are approaching from behind. Option B, approaching you from behind. Option C, that you have already passed. The correct answer is Option A, that you are approaching from behind.
Question 15.
You are driving on the freeway behind a large truck. You should drive. Option A, closer behind the truck than you would if following a passenger vehicle. Option B, farther behind the truck than you would if following a passenger vehicle. Option C, to the right side of the truck and wait to pass. The correct answer is Option B, farther behind the truck than you would if following a passenger vehicle.
Question 16.
Increase your following distance when driving behind a large vehicle. Option A, to better see around the sides of the vehicle. Option B, because other drivers tend to pull behind large vehicles before trying to pass them. Option C, because following too closely will get you caught in the vehicle's slipstream. The correct answer is Option A, to better see around the sides of the vehicle.
Question 17.
This white sign means Option A, the railroad crossing is controlled. Continue at your regular speed. Option B, look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary. Option C, stop at the railroad tracks and wait for a signal before crossing. The correct answer is Option B, look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary.
Question 18.
Smoking inside a vehicle with a person younger than 18 years of age is Option A, legal if it is your child. Option B, illegal at all times. Option C, not restricted by law. The correct answer is Option B, illegal at all times.
Question 19.
A distraction when driving is Option A, anything that causes evasive action while driving. Option B, anything that takes your attention away from driving. Option C, anything that causes you to pay more attention to driving. The correct answer is option B, anything that takes your attention away from driving.
Question 20.
You must notify the DMV within 5 days if you option A, are cited for a traffic violation. Option B, sell or transfer your vehicle. Option C, paint your vehicle a different color. The correct answer is option B, sell or transfer your vehicle.
Question 21.
Adjust your rear view and side mirrors. Option A, before you start driving. Option B, whenever you need to use them. Option C, before you get into the car. The correct answer is option A, before you start driving.
Question 22.
Night driving presents unique problems because option A, the speed limit is increased at night. Option B, there are fewer cars on the roads at night. Option C, distance and vehicle speed are difficult to judge in the dark. The correct answer is option C, distance and vehicle speed are difficult to judge in the dark.
Question 23.
Which of the following driving skills are affected by the use of alcohol and or drugs? Option A, alertness. Option B, coordination. Option C, both of the above. The correct answer is option C, both of the above.
Question 24.
If you miss your exit on the freeway, you should not. Option A, continue on the freeway and find an alternate route to your destination. Option B, proceed to the next exit, leave the freeway, and return to your proper exit. Option C, back up on the road or shoulder. The correct answer is option C, back up on the road or shoulder.
Question 25.
A pedestrian starts to cross the street after the don't walk signal begins to flash. The pedestrian is in the middle of the street when your signal light changes to green. You should option A, proceed if you have the right of way. Option B, proceed if the pedestrian is not in your lane. Option C, wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding. The correct answer is option C, wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding.
Question 26.
What is an important step in turning? Option A, check traffic in all directions. Option B, increase your speed. Option C, always move to the left lane. The correct answer is option A, check traffic in all directions.
Question 27.
When changing lanes on a freeway, you should option A, signal for at least 5 seconds. Option B, slow down before you start to change lanes. Option C, assume there is enough space in the next lane for your vehicle if you signal first. The correct answer is option A, signal for at least 5 seconds.
Question 28.
If a child is riding a bicycle near your vehicle, option A, beep your horn. Option B, expect the child to be in total control of the bicycle. Option C, expect the unexpected. The correct answer is option C, expect the unexpected.
Question 29.
If you are driving on a highway next to a single broken white line marking, option A, you cannot cross the line to pass. Option B, You may cross the line to pass and change lanes. Option C. You may only cross the line to change lanes if you are in the left lane. The correct answer is Option B. You may cross the line to pass and change lanes.
Question 30.
Always carefully look for motorcycles before you change lanes because Option A. Their small size can make them hard to see. Option B. They usually have the right of way at intersections. Option C. It is illegal for motorcycles to share traffic lanes. The correct answer is Option A. Their small size can make them hard to see.
Question 31.
The safest precaution that you can take when using cellular phones while driving is Option A. To use hands-free devices so you can keep both hands on the steering wheel. Option B. To keep your phone within easy reach so you won't need to take your eyes off the road. Option C. To review the number before answering a call. The correct answer is Option A. To use hands-free devices so you can keep both hands on the steering wheel.
Question 32.
You are approaching an intersection where a traffic signal is displaying a steady yellow light. If you have not already entered the intersection, you should. Option A. Speed up to beat the red light. Option B. Reduce your speed and proceed carefully through the intersection. Option C. Come to a safe stop. The correct answer is Option C. Come to a safe stop.
Question 33.
If oncoming headlights are blinding you while you are driving at night, you should. Option A. Look toward the right edge of the road. Option B. Switch your lights to high beams. Option C. Turn your lights on and off. The correct answer is Option A. Look toward the right edge of the road.
Question 34.
A pentagon-shaped sign is a Option A. Stop sign. Option B. Regulatory sign. Option C. School zone or school crossing sign. The correct answer is Option C. School zone or school crossing sign.
Question 35.
A broken yellow line between two lanes of traffic means Option A. Both lanes of traffic are going in the same direction. Option B. Passing is permitted when it's safe. Option C. Passing is not permitted. The correct answer is Option B. Passing is permitted when it's safe.
Question 36.
You are driving on the freeway. The vehicle in front of you is a large truck. You should drive. Option A. Closely behind the truck in bad weather because the driver can see farther ahead than you can. Option B. Farther behind the truck than you would when following a passenger vehicle. Option C. No more than one car length behind the truck so the driver can see you. The correct answer is Option B. Farther behind the truck than you would when following a passenger vehicle.
Question 37.
When parking next to a curb, you should use your turn signals. Option A. Only when pulling away from the curb. Option B. When pulling next to, but not away from the curb. Option C. When pulling next to or away from the curb. The correct answer is Option C. When pulling next to or away from the curb.
Question 38.
A blood alcohol concentration of 0.02%. Option A. Won't have any effect on your driving. Option B. Won't put other drivers at risk. Option C. Will double your chances of having an accident. The correct answer is option C, will double your chances of having an accident.
Question 39.
When you want to change lanes, you should never. Option A, move into another lane while within an intersection. Option B, check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder. Option C, check for other drivers moving into the same lane. The correct answer is option A, move into another lane while within an intersection.
Question 40.
It is very foggy. You should slow down and option A, turn on your emergency flashers. Option B, turn your lights to their high beam setting. Option C, turn your lights to their low beam setting. The correct answer is option C, turn your lights to their low beam setting.
Question 41.
After passing a vehicle, it is safe to return to your driving lane when option A, the driver you passed signals for you to return to your lane. Option B, you signal your intention for 3 seconds. Option C, you see the headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. The correct answer is option C, you see the headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror.
Question 42.
You have stopped for a train at a railroad crossing. After the train passes, you should option A, wait for signal lights to stop flashing. Option B, look for a second train. Option C, both of the above. The correct answer is option C, both of the above.
Question 43.
It is illegal to leave a child aged dash or younger alone in a vehicle. Option A, 8. Option B, 7. Option C, 6. The correct answer is option C, 6.
Question 44.
If you want to pass a bicyclist riding on the right edge of your lane, option A, you must honk your horn before passing the bicyclist. Option B, you must not squeeze past the bicyclist. Option C, you may not pass the bicyclist for any reason. The correct answer is option B, you must not squeeze past the bicyclist.
Question 45.
At a red traffic light with a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow if option A, you first come to a complete stop. Option B, you wait until the light changes. Option C, you are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. The correct answer is option C, you are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear.
Question 46.
The amount of alcohol in the blood is referred to as option A, implied consent. Option B, blood alcohol concentration. Option C, rate of alcohol consumption. The correct answer is option B, blood alcohol concentration.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel DMV Practice Test Pro for more videos. Visit our website dmvpracticetestpro.com for DMV cheat sheets and practice tests.